Have you ever wondered if nature is alive? If rivers, trees, and winds carry secrets that only a listening heart can hear? In Africa, our elders say that every river has a spirit, and sometimes, if you are chosen, that spirit may speak. Today, I want to tell you a story that comes from deep within the land of my ancestors. A story of a river that spoke and a young man whose life was never the same again. Long ago, in a quiet Nigerian village surrounded by forests and farmlands, there lived a young man named Oba. Oba was strong and hard-working, but he carried a restless spirit. He often felt that life was unfair to him. Others seemed to prosper while he struggled. Every evening, Oba would sit by the river that flowed past his village. He would complain aloud, throwing stones into the water, and ask questions like, "Why is my life so difficult? Why does the Creator bless others and forget me?" But one night, something strange happened. As Oba sat by the river under the moonlight, he heard a soft voice. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't the sound of animals. It came from the flowing water itself. The river spoke. "Oba," the voice whispered, "you complain about what you do not understand. Do you know why your hands are empty?" Oba's heart almost stopped. He looked around. He was alone. The water rippled with silver light, and again, the voice came. "You are empty because you give nothing. You throw stones, but you never pour blessings. You come with questions, but never with gratitude." Trembling, Oba asked, "What must I do?" The river replied, "Return tomorrow at dawn. Bring something precious, not for yourself, but for the unseen. If you give with a clean heart, your life will change." The next morning, Oba brought food, a little yam, and poured palm oil into the water as an offering. At first, he felt foolish, but the river accepted it quietly. Days passed, and slowly, things began to change. His farm yielded more crops than usual. People who once ignored him started to notice him. He found joy in his work, and deep within, he felt lighter, as though a burden had been lifted. But Oba's true test came a month later. The harvest was good, but his greed whispered, "Keep it all. Don't give any more." That night, he stopped visiting the river. He kept everything for himself. And soon, the blessings dried up. His farm grew weeds, and his heart became heavy again. Once more, he went to the river in tears. The water stirred, and the voice spoke. "Oba, blessings flow like water. When you block the river with selfishness, the flow stops. But when you give, the current carries abundance back to you. Learn this, and you will never lack." My friend, this story carries a lesson as deep as the river itself. Life mirrors what we give. Gratitude opens doors, giving multiplies blessings, but complaining and selfishness close the flow of abundance. Sometimes we pray and wait for change, not realizing that heaven is waiting on us to pour out the little we have. Just like Oba, we must understand that life is not about how much we keep, but how much we are willing to release. So I ask you today, what are you pouring into your river? Complaints or gratitude? Greed or generosity? The next time you sit quietly, remember Oba and the river that spoke. Maybe life is waiting to whisper something to you too, if only you would listen. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And in the comments, tell me, what's one thing you're grateful for today? Because gratitude, like the river, flows endlessly